Okay, sir.
So today we'll start with
ओके सर सर डाउट था हमें
you can contact me later. व्हाट्सएप पे
ओके
आप
सर
मुझे भेज देना जो भी क्वेश्चन होगा.
ओके सर
So we'll be starting now with the DC circuit analysis. We have to study two methods of analysis. Whether it's a DC circuit or an AC circuit, these two methods will be applicable to both. One is the nodal analysis, and second one is the mesh analysis. So nodal analysis is uh, uses specialized case of KCL, while as mesh analysis is based upon specialized application of KVL. So one, we have to understand these two methods of how to analyze any electrical circuit: nodal analysis and mesh analysis. Apart from that, in DC circuit analysis, we'll be studying various theorems uh, that help us in simplifying many circuits, that actually help us in reducing the complexity of circuit analysis. So these theorems are: we have the Thevenin's theorem, we have the Norton's theorem, the Thevenin's Norton's maximum power transfer theorem, and the superposition theorem. So we'll be going through nodal analysis and mesh analysis with specialized case of certain electrical circuits, wherein we'll be seeing how to solve some special cases, and then we'll be analyzing these four theorems: the Norton's theorem, Thevenin's theorem, maximum power transfer theorem, and the superposition theorem. Fine. Apart from that, we have some more theorems that are actually not a part of your syllabus, but we will look into those as well, like the Millman's theorem. So starting with the nodal analysis. So what we do in case of nodal analysis is we try to identify voltage at we try to identify various nodes, and using those nodes we actually solve for voltage at those particular nodes uh, by identifying currents flowing through different branches. So at a particular node, we'll be applying KCL. Using KCL, we'll be finding currents flowing through different branches, and from those values of currents, then we'll be trying to find out the voltage at that particular node. Right? So at some instance, in many cases, we need to find voltage at a node. We do not need to find voltage across a particular element or across any uh, source, current source or a voltage source. We need to find voltage at a node rather than across an element. So at those for those cases, nodal analysis is much more important. Fine. So if you have a circuit like this, as I told you, each element represents a branch, and the interconnection of branch is a node. So this is one node, this is second node, and this whole will represent our third node. This third node in this case is our reference node. This is known as the reference node because, or it's also known as the ground because it is at zero potential. We take a reference node first of all. A reference node denotes actually the ground connection. Ground connection is usually at zero potential. That means the voltage at this point is 0 volts. Fine. Then apart from this, we have two more nodes in this particular circuit. These will be called as the non-reference nodes. Now, at these particular nodes, at the non-reference nodes, we need to find out voltage V1, V2, etc. Instead of finding the voltage across this element or this element, we are finding the voltage at certain nodes V1, V2. If there are more than two nodes, three, four nodes, accordingly we'll be finding more node voltage. So we are trying to identify what is the voltage at each and every non-reference node. We already know the reference node, the voltage at that particular node is 0 volts. But at non-reference node, we do not know what is the voltage. We need to identify that voltage. To calculate that voltage, we use nodal analysis. And how we can actually use nodal analysis is by using KCL at particular nodes. Let us take an example. We have a 10 ampere current source connected to, say, for example, 2 ohm and 5 ohm resistor. Fine. So the current flowing through this branch, let us mark these currents I1 and I2. I modified this क्योंकि इसमें पहले एक ही नोड आ रहा था, ठीक है. So I'm taking an example where we have one and we have two nodes. Let the voltage at these particular nodes be V1 and let voltage at this particular node be V2. Fine. So current flowing in this branch is I1 and current flowing in this branch is I2. Same amount of current is flowing through 4 ohm as well as 5 ohm resistor. Now we need to apply nodal analysis. This particular node, generally it is denoted by the term 0, and we know that voltage at this particular node will be 0 volts. So we have actually 1, 2 and 3 nodes. This is our third node, that is actually the reference node. रेफरेंस नोड पे वोल्टेज हमेशा 0 होगी. नॉन रेफरेंस we have two non reference nodes denoted by 1 and 2. We need to find the voltage at these particular nodes, that is V1 and V2. 10 ampere is the current source. That means 10 amperes of current is actually flowing from here. By applying KCL, we have to apply KCL at each and every non-reference node. By applying KCL at node 1, we have 10 amperes is equal to I1 plus I2. Fine. 10 amperes of current is actually we are getting 10 amperes of current from the current source, and it's getting divided at node 1, uh, 1 and 2 into I1 and I2. So this is one equation. We'll first solve this further. 10 is equal to, what is I1? I1 is the current flowing through this node. ठीक है, अब ये जो करंट I1 है वो हमें इन टर्म्स ऑफ वोल्टेज नोट करनी है. So I1 will be the voltage. I1 will be the current always flows from a potential of from higher potential to lower potential. So I1 will be the value of potential difference across this reference node and the non-reference node. इन दोनों के बीच में क्या potential difference होगी?
सर V1/2.
इन दोनों के बीच में जो potential difference होगी and divided by the resistor. Fine. So we have V1 minus potential, let this voltage be denoted by V0. V0 divided by let this be resistance R1, this be resistance R2, this be resistance R3. So I1 will be in this case equal to V1 minus V0 divided by R1. That is potential difference across the two ends of this resistance divided by resistance. Fine. So V1 minus V0 divided by R1. तो यहाँ पे आपको ये चीज याद रखनी है, करंट हायर से लोअर जाती है, V1 माइनस V0, इट विल नॉट बी इक्वल टू V0 माइनस V1. ठीक है, अगर आप V0 माइनस V1 लिखोगे फिर वो माइनस I1 होगा. So that thing you have to keep in mind while actually denoting current in terms of potential difference. So V1 तो हमें पता नहीं है what is V1, minus V0 is 0 divided by 2, therefore I1 is equal to V1 by 2. हम यहाँ पे सब्स्टिट्यूट कर सकते हैं, I1 is equal to V1 by 2. For the time being I am just representing this by I3. हमें पता है I2 I3 same है, but let me keep it I3 for now. Then we need to find out the value of this potential difference. We need to find out what is I2 in the same manner. Fine. I2 is current flowing through node 1. It is flowing into node 2. Fine. So it is flowing from a potential of V1 to a potential of V2, and इसके पास में जो resistance आ रही है that is R2. So I2 will be equal to V1 minus V2 divided by R2. V1 V2 both these are unknown quantities to us, तो ऐसे ही रहेगा V1 minus V2 divided by R2, that is equal to R2 is equal to 4 ohms. Fine. तो यहाँ पे हम सब्स्टिट्यूट करेंगे V1 minus V2 divided by 4. So this becomes 10 is equal to V1 by 2 plus V1 by 4 minus V2 by 4. 10 is equal to 3V1 by 4 minus V2 by 4, which implies 3V1 minus V2 is equal to 40. So let this be equation number 1. So ये हमने KCL लगाया था at node 1. Similarly, by applying KCL at node 2. यहाँ से तो कोई और ब्रांच है नहीं, ठीक है, तो सिंपली I2 is equal to I3. फाइन, I2 हम अगेन इन टर्म्स ऑफ वोल्टेज दिखाएंगे. I2 is the current flowing from a potential of V1 to a potential of V2 and it is crossing through the path of R2. I3 is the current flowing from a potential of V2. It is flowing into the reference node to a potential of V0 through the resistance R3. V1 minus V2 both are unknown quantities. R2 जो हमारी resistance है that is 4 ohms is equal to V2 minus V0 is 0 divided by R3 that is 5. So if we solve this, this is V1 by 4 minus V2 by 4 minus V2 by 5 is equal to 0, which implies V1 by 4 minus 9 V2 by 20 is equal to 0. This is equation number 2. So we have equations 1 and 2. So from equations 1 and 2, we have two equations now. 3V1 minus V2 is equal to 40 and V1 by 4 minus 9V2 by 20 is equal to 0. So you can actually solve these two equations and you can obtain the values of V1 and V2. Fine. So nodal analysis, इसका अब क्या तरीका है? You have to identify reference node, you have to identify the non-reference nodes. At each and every non-reference node, you have to apply KCL by identifying currents flowing through each branch. Once you identify, once you have all the KCL equations at each non-reference nodes, फिर वहाँ से जितनी भी equations आपको मिलेंगी, you will have equal number of variables, equal number of equations. You can solve those equations and obtain the values of voltage at non-reference nodes. ठीक है, so nodal analysis is particularly done for obtaining voltage at various nodes, obtaining nodal voltage in short. और इसका प्रोसीजर जो मैंने अभी आपको बता दिया. So we'll take first two examples, then we'll take a special case of nodal analysis. नोडल एनालिसिस भी पढ़ा है क्या आप लोगों ने इससे पहले? Have you studied nodal analysis at 10 plus 2 level?
Yes, sir. In 12th class.
Yes, sir.
Not-
सर
Yeah.
बट नाम नहीं पता था सर, पढ़ा है बट नाम नहीं पता.
था तो reference
ठीक है, अब ये जो आपके सर्किट्स होंगे अब ये थोड़े बहुत और कॉम्प्लेक्स हो जाएंगे आगे जाके. तो यू विल आइडेंटिफाई, यू विल सी. तो आपके पास एक सर्किट है जिसमें दो करंट सोर्सेज हैं, 10 एम्पियर सोर्स एंड अ 5 एम्पियर सोर्स. So if you identify the number of nodes in this circuit, you have one non-reference node, वो तो obviously है, so let voltage at this point be V0. You have one reference node and two non-reference nodes identified by V1 and V identified by 1 and 2. So let voltage at these 2 points be V1 and V2. So you can now mark the currents in each direction. यहाँ से जो current आ रही है that is 10 amperes. यहाँ से जो current जा रही है that will be, say for example, I1. यहाँ से जो करंट जा रही है that is I2, यहाँ से जो करंट जा रही है that is 5 amperes. Fine. So I1, I2, and let this current be I3. So you have 10 amperes of current, I1, I2, and I3. We have marked the currents in each and every direction. And we have to apply KCL at node 1 and we have to apply KCL at node 2. So by applying KCL at node 1, you have यहाँ से जो current आ रही है that's 5 amperes. So 5 is equal to 5, यहाँ से भी current आ रही है, so 5 plus I2 is equal to I3. Fine. So 5 plus, now I2, we have to show I2 in terms of voltage difference. So I2 is the current coming from a potential of V2. It is flowing into a potential of V1 through a resistance of 4 ohms. I3 is the current coming from a potential of V1 towards a voltage of V0, that is 0, through a resistance of 2 ohms. So 5 plus V2 by 4 minus V1 by 4 minus V1 by 2 is equal to 0. So this is 3V1 by 4 minus V2 by 4 is equal to 5. Actually, ये आपकी एक इक्वेशन हो गई. दूसरी जो आपकी इक्वेशन है by applying KCL now at node 2. So 10 amperes is the current coming into this node. बाकी जो सारी करंट्स है वो इस नोड से जा रही हैं. तो 10 is equal to I1 plus I2 plus 5 amperes. Fine. That means I1 plus I2 is equal to 5. I1 is the current coming from a potential of V2. यहाँ पे जो potential है that is V2 towards a potential of V0 that is 0 through a resistance of 6 ohms, plus I2 is the current coming from a potential of V2 towards a potential of V1 through a resistance of 4 ohms. This is equal to 5. So minus V1 by 4. So this is V2 by 3 plus V2 by 5 V2 by 12 is equal to 5, which implies V1 by 4 minus 5 V2 by 12 is equal to minus 5. So you have equations 1 and 2. From equations 1 and 2, you have two equations, two variables. What will be the value of V1 and what will be the value of V2?
V1 40 by 3 and V2 is 25.
सही है सर.
V1 40 by
सही
3.
है सर.
40 by 3 and V2 is 20.
20.
ठीक है, ये तो आपका एक क्वेश्चन हो गया. दूसरा क्वेश्चन जरा ये सॉल्व करके दो जल्दी से आप लोग. Let this be node 1, this is node 2, and this is node 3. ये आपका यहाँ पे ground potential है. Let this be 1 ohms, this be 2 ohms, ये भी 1 ohm है, ये भी 2 ohms. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे आपकी वोल्टेज V1 है, यहाँ पे आपकी वोल्टेज V2 है, यहाँ पे आपकी वोल्टेज V3 है, और Vx जो वोल्टेज है वो इस रेजिस्टर के अक्रॉस है. So solve for V1, V2 and V3.
सर वो 4 VX है.
4Vx. ठीक है, and let
सर
this
करंट
be
सोर्स कितना है वहाँ पे?
let this be
सर
10
करंट सोर्स कितना है?
10 amperes. So you have a 10 ampere current source. ये डिपेंडेंट. ठीक है, तो मैं यहीं से आपको ये भी बोल देता हूँ. Let current in this direction be I1, current in this direction be I2, current in this direction be I3, current in this direction be I4. ठीक है, यहाँ से जो करंट है वो 4Vx है. यहाँ से जो करंट है वो 10 एम्पियर्स है. So apply KCL at node 1, then KCL at node 2, then KCL at node 3. You will have three equations, three variables. Solve for V1, V2 and V3.
Excuse me, sir. You are not audible.
मैं तो खाली इक्वेशंस लिख रहा हूँ. KCL at node 1, you have 10 plus 4Vx. Both currents are flowing into node 1. It's equal to I1.
सर
हाँ,
सर V1 is minus 20 by 29 and V2 is minus 60 by 29.
you're
V3
saying this is
40
minus
by
20 by 29. V2 is?
minus 60 by 29
Hmm.
and V3 is minus 40 by 29.
ठीक है, और किसी ने किया?
yes sir, but ये answer नहीं आ रहा.
We have KCL at node 1, 10 plus 4Vx is equal to I1. I1 is current flowing from a potential of V1 to a potential of V2 to a resistance of 1 ohms. So this is, let me first of all say what Vx is before applying this. So Vx is simply potential difference between node 3 and node 0, that is V3 minus V0. In other words, Vx is simply equal to V3 minus 0, that is V3. So Vx is nothing but nodal voltage V3. तो यहाँ पे मैं इसको 10 plus 4 V3 is equal to V1 minus V2. So this is one equation. KCL at node 2. Node 2, you have current I1 flowing into node 2. I2 and I3 both are leaving this node. So I1 is equal to I2 plus I3. I1 is the current flowing from a potential of V1 to a potential of V2 through a resistance of 1 ohm. I2 is current flowing from a potential of V2 to a potential of V0, that is 0 volts, through a resistance of 2 ohms. I3 is the current flowing from a potential of V2 to a potential of V3 through a resistance of 1 ohms. So V1 minus V2 is equal to V2 divided by 2 plus V2, that is 3V2 minus V3. So V1 minus V1 by 2 minus minus 1 minus 3 by 2, so minus 5 by 2 minus 5 by 2 V2 minus प्लस हो जाएगा ये प्लस V3 इज इक्वल टू 0, यही आएगा। ये जो इक्वेशन है दिस इज V1 minus V2 minus 4V3 is equal to 10. This is equation number 1. This is equation number 2. By applying KCL at node 3 now, KCL at node 3. KCL at node 3 means current I3 is flowing into node 3, current I4 is leaving this node, current 4Vx is also leaving this node. I3 is the current flowing from a potential difference of V2, from a potential of V2 to a potential of V3 through 1 ohm resistor. I4 is the current flowing from V3 to 0 through a 2 ohm resistor plus 4Vx. Vx हमने बोला is equal to V3. So this is V2 minus V3 minus V3 by 2 minus 4V3 is equal to 0, which implies V2 minus 5 minus 5.5 V3 is equal to 0.
Sir,
Hmm.
sir,
हाँ
sir, for I3 in the second equation, it will be V3 minus V2, right?
V1 minus V2 by 1 is equal to V2 by 2 plus V2 minus V3 by 1. V1 minus V2 is equal to 1 by 2, that is 3V by 2
Okay,
minus.
sir. Okay, sir.
ठीक है,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
आपके पास तीन इक्वेशंस है, तीन वेरिएबल्स हैं, तो यू हैव V1 माइनस इक्वेशन नंबर 1 V1 माइनस V2 है यहाँ पे, you have V1 minus V2 minus 4V3 is equal to 10. Second equation is V1 minus 5 by 2 V2 plus V3 is equal to 0. You have third equation V2 minus 5.5 V3 is equal to 0. ठीक है, you have studied Cramer's rule in matrices. So these three equations we can take the coefficients of V1, V2, V3. On the right hand side you have 10, 0, 0. कोफिशिएंट्स ऑफ v1 v2 v3 पहली इक्वेशन में कोफिशिएंट्स 1 -2 -4 है, दूसरी इक्वेशन में 1 -5/2 1 है, तीसरी इक्वेशन में 0 1 -5.5 और -11/2. So in other words, v1 v2 v3, this is a into x is equal to b, so x will be equal to a inverse into b. So 1 -2 -4 1 -5/2 1 0 1 -11/2 इसका inverse into 10 0 0. So you can now using scientific calculator you can solve this equation easily and you will get the value of v1 v2 and v3. So this is hopefully you have studied this.
Yes, sir.
It's not Cramer's rule, this is इसको कुछ और बोलते हैं. Cramer's rule में वो delta 1 by delta, delta 2 by delta, delta 3 by delta कर देते, ठीक है. Anyways, this equation is also valid. So आपको you have a into x is equal to b, so x will be equal to a inverse b. So ये आपका हो गया nodal analysis. We have only used current sources so far. Now before we study nodal analysis with voltage sources, we'll be talking about supernode. Have you heard the term supernode before?
No, sir. No, sir.
No, sir.
Fine. So supernode, what happens is mostly you will have seen voltage source connected in this fashion. So this is one node, this second node, this is third node, and this is your reference node. So most of the times voltage source either on the left side, if you take this left hand side voltage source or you take this right hand side voltage source, both these two voltage sources, they are connected between one non-reference node and they are connected between the reference node. Fine. So they are connected between one non-reference node and the reference node. But in case a voltage source is connected between two non-reference nodes, this voltage source, this left hand voltage source, it is connected between a non-reference voltage source, non-reference node and between a reference node. Fine. So that is fine. इस वोल्टेज सोर्स के साथ हमें कोई इश्यू नहीं है, बट ये जो वोल्टेज सोर्स है, it is connected between one non-reference node and another non-reference node. So that means in short it is connected between two non-reference nodes. It is not connected directly to a reference node. So how to approach these problems, क्योंकि यहाँ से value of current क्या होगी, what will be the value of current that we have to once we'll be applying nodal analysis, how can we identify what is the value of current flowing through this particular node. So what we do is once we go for solution of such cases where a voltage source is connected between two non-reference nodes, we ignore the voltage source and we say that this total node is one common node. Fine. We take this as one common node instead of taking them as two separate non-reference nodes. We take it as one common node and we call it as a super node.
Sir, repeat the super node.
आपके पास एक वोल्टेज सोर्स था. जनरली आपका जो वोल्टेज सोर्स होता है वो कनेक्टेड होता है बिटवीन वन नॉन रेफरेंस नोड एंड द रेफरेंस नोड. ठीक है, जैसे इस पर्टिकुलर ऊपर वाले केस के इस वाले एग्जाम्पल के केस में यू कैन सी द वोल्टेज सोर्स कनेक्टेड बिटवीन वन non-reference node and a reference node, but there may be cases where a voltage source is connected between two non-reference nodes. इसके zoom में इस पर्टिकुलर केस में आप देख सकते हो ये जो आपका वोल्टेज सोर्स यहाँ पे कनेक्टेड है, इट इज कनेक्टेड बिटवीन टू नॉन रेफरेंस नोड्स, नोड 1 and node 2. They are both non-reference nodes, they are not reference nodes. So if we are going for analysis of दिस काइंड ऑफ सिस्टम, नोडल एनालिसिस हमें इस सिस्टम की करनी है. यहाँ से जो करंट फ्लो हो रही है उसका वैल्यू क्या होगा? हाउ कैन वी आइडेंटिफाई व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ I1? ठीक है, अगर आपके पास यहाँ पे कोई रेजिस्टेंस होती है तो आप बोलते हो कि V2 माइनस V1 और V1 माइनस V2 डिवाइडेड बाय दैट रेजिस्टेंस इज इक्वल टू योर करंट. बट सिंस देयर इज नो रेजिस्टेंस हियर, व्हाट हाउ कैन यू अप्लाई KCL एट node 2 or node 1 in this case? How can you identify current flowing through this particular branch, that is through the voltage source? So for simplifying our nodal analysis, what we do is we ignore that particular voltage source for the time being, and we take both these two non-reference nodes, that is 1 and 2, as one common node. ठीक है, हम इसको बोलेंगे कि ये एक ही नोड है इस टाइम पे, और इस नोड का जो हम नाम देते हैं we call it as a super node. So in other words we can also redraw this. We can say there is one super node, यहाँ पे एक रेजिस्टेंस है, यहाँ पे आपकी दूसरी रेजिस्टेंस है, यहाँ पे बाकी सर्किट आपका सेम ही है. ये जो आपने अब इसको कॉमन कर दिया इस पॉइंट को, इसको हम सुपर नोड बोलते हैं. तो सुपर नोड isn't actually a actual node in this electrical circuit. It is a fictional node that we have created after ignoring a voltage source that was present between two non-reference nodes. ठीक है, so दो non-reference nodes को combine करके हमने एक नोड बनाया. बट इस पर्टिकुलर इन दो non-reference nodes की खसूसियत क्या थी कि इन दो non-reference nodes के बीच में एक वोल्टेज सोर्स था. ठीक है, so we can only combine these two nodes in a case where there is a voltage source between these two non-reference nodes. So once we do this, once we combine these two, then we can directly say जो यहाँ से for example current आ रही थी, if current I1 was flowing from here, I2 was current flowing from here. Now we can directly say since these two nodes are same, we can directly say जो यहाँ से current जा रही है that will be I1 minus I2. ठीक है, so that is actually the same amount of current that is actually flowing through this path as well. Now what we can say that earlier with the voltage source present, if I1 was the current coming from this path, I2 was the current coming from this path, we could not say what will be the value of I3. We were not sure about the value of I3. Only once we have converted this into a super node and we have ignored this voltage source altogether and combined these two nodes, now we can directly say that the current flowing from this path is I1 minus I2. ठीक है, अभी तो मैंने इसका एनालिसिस नहीं किया, मैं खाली बता रहा हूँ व्हाट इज द सुपर नोड. एक तो ये हो गया, दूसरा ये एक केस भी. Now you have a voltage source again present between two नॉन रेफरेंस नोड्स 1 एंड 2, और इसके साथ साथ इसके पैरेलल में एक रेजिस्टेंस भी है, ठीक है। So if such a case also exists where you have a voltage source between two non-reference nodes, और उसके parallel में you can have n number of resistances, not only one resistance, you can have another resistance also in parallel. So what we do is we ignore these resistances also and we ignore this voltage source also, so that this circuit becomes equal to यहाँ से जितनी भी रेजिस्टेंसेस थी, जितनी भी पैरेलल रेजिस्टेंसेस है, उनको भी हमने इग्नोर किया, so that all these nodes that were actually present here, they can all be combined into one node, that will be the super node. Once we have identified the super node, earlier it was not possible for us to identify currents through each parallel branch as well. Now we can say directly that current from this branch is this much, this branch is this much, और यहाँ से जो करंट है वो भी हमें पता चलेगी, ठीक है। So once we get the values of those currents, then we can substitute back the voltage source and the resistances to find out the currents flowing through individual branches. So this
सर
yes,
सर ये वोल्टेज सोर्स या ये रेजिस्टेंसेस को इग्नोर करके मेन सर्किट पे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता?
वहां से जो करंट फ्लो होगी, जो जितनी करंट फ्लो हो रही है, जितनी करंट एक्चुअली आपकी प्रोड्यूस हो रही है, उतनी करंट आपके इस टर्मिनल में फिर भी जा रही होगी। जितनी करंट यहाँ से जितनी करंट आपकी बेसिकली प्रोड्यूस होती है, उतनी करंट फाइनल सिंक से भी जाती है। तो वोल्टेज सोर्स जो बीच में होगा, उनको इग्नोर करने से उस पे करंट पे कोई इफेक्ट नहीं पड़ेगा, ठीक है। ये हम एक्चुअली देख लेंगे थ्रू एग्जांपल्स, अभी तो मैंने कोई एग्जांपल ली नहीं और इसका एनालिसिस भी मैंने अभी नहीं किया, मैं खाली अभी आपको ये डेफिनेशन दे रहा था। सुपर नोड कहाँ पे हम यूज करते हैं? सो wherever we have a voltage source present between two non-reference nodes, we can actually uh, combine those two non-reference nodes by ignoring the voltage source at that time and then apply the nodal analysis. Nodal analysis उसके बाद कर सकते हैं, find out the values of currents through different paths, ठीक है। दैट इज वन थिंग। अगर वोल्टेज सोर्स के पैरेलल में और भी पाथ्स हैं, रेजिस्टेंसेस हैं, हम उन पैरेलल पाथ्स को भी इग्नोर करते हैं, क्योंकि जितनी अमाउंट ऑफ करंट इस जंक्शन से फ्लो होगी, उतनी करंट कहीं से बाहर भी आएगी, ठीक है। फॉर एग्जांपल वी हैव दिस सर्किट, यहाँ पे कितने भी जंक्शंस होंगे जो अल्टीमेटली इस पर्टिकुलर पाथ पे वापस जा रही होगी, तो यहाँ से जितनी करंट जा रही है अल्टीमेटली उतनी करंट में यहाँ पे भी मिलेगी, ठीक है। फिर इन पर्टिकुलर पाथ से कितनी करंट किससे फ्लो हो रही है उसके साथ हमें भी कोई वी डू नॉट वांट टू वेस्ट आवर टाइम विद दैट। जितनी करंट एक जंक्शन में जाएगी उतनी करंट किसी पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट से वो वापस भी आएगी। अब उस पर्टिकुलर पाथ में रेजिस्टेंसेस हैं, कैपेसिटेंसेस हैं, फाइन। So I have actually only defined super node today. इसका जो analysis होगा वो हम करेंगे, ठीक है। So just remember that voltage source between two non-reference nodes, we can ignore that and combine those two nodes to form a super node. So you can leave, you can go for class. We'll continue with this tomorrow.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir.